TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper, to listen to the news.
A pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to Focal Online TV. Welcome to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. My name is Rekfina Sipar, and I serve as your presenter here on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. This morning, I'm here along with my co-presenter. His name is
Lyndon Toba.
Lyndon Toba, and I, Rekfina Korishpa, will be informing you about the happenings within our country, Liberia, and the war at large. So, of course, thanks for joining us this morning. Don't forget to share our live stream, follow Focal Online TV, and make use of our comment section here as it relates to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. So, what is Inside the Print this morning? The Daily Observer says, Waka debunks Ria's US 40 million claim. Waka debunks Ria's US 40 million claim. And moving onward, New Dawn newspaper says, Daily Observer newspaper says, PYJ slams Waka war crimes court states. PYJ slams Waka war crimes court states. Of course, PYJ is the Senator Prince Y. Johnson of Nimba County. So, of course, we have the last headline from the Daily Observer newspaper. It says, homosexuality not for Africans. Homosexuality not for Africans. The head of Catholic Church, Pope Francis, has recognized that. So that is for that from the Daily Observer newspaper standpoint. We now transition to the New Dawn newspaper. Liberians assure road expansions. Liberians assured road expansions. This is from the New Dawn newspaper. What is in the print for this morning from New Dawn newspaper? Liberians assured road expansions. So, of course, New Dawn says 3 branches of government face audit. 3 branches of government face audit. Moving on, where we have Front Page Africa. Front Page Africa newspaper is really interesting this morning as it relates to our senators who are breaking the rule of law, and that is the rule that they have violated 29 of the body standing rules of our beloved country, Liberia. So, of course, we have another one from Hot Pepper newspaper. LEC commended for improved services. How is it? Folks? How is it LEC is commended for improved services? That is what we have inside the print this morning. Of course, we will take a short break. When we get back, we proceed with our news presentation. Before leaving you, we have Abu B. Jallo. He's back again. Abu B. Jallo, good morning, following from Grand Bassa County. Applause for you, Abu B. Jallo. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is how we take a short break. When we get back, we fill you in with our news presentation for this morning. Please stay with us as we will be right back shortly.
Hello dear, my name is Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, Lyndon Toba. My name is Rekfina Korishpa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Welcome back to the Tuesday daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Today is January 30th, 2024. Of course, you hear folks saying that January should go. They are tired because they are experiencing some financial disorder. Let me say that, and people are getting so tired because you know that January has a longer days. So we are kindly asking January as well to go because people are broke. So that is just to cheer you up this morning. You will be posting up graduate today, hopefully. So we say congratulations to all of the United Methodist students that will be working out of that prestigious university in our country. Remember, it's not what your country can do for you, it's what you can do for your country. It's not what your school can do for you, it's what you can do for your school. So go out there, do your best, show what you have learned, and be able to represent yourself in whatever you have learned today. So, of course, we will proceed with our news presentation, and we will be displaying some pictures relating to our news. So please stay with us as we proceed with our news presentation. Okay, welcome back. Today, 7 newspaper. So now, Waka debunks Ria's US 40 million claim. Waka debunks Ria US 40 million claim. So President Joseph Mbwaka has reported a discrepancy between former Liberian President George Mani Weah's statement and that of the Central Bank of Liberia concerning the country's international reserves. During his address to the joint legislature on the state of the country on January 29, President Mbwaka stated that the figures provided by Weah were inconsistent with the CBL balance sheet. According to President Mbwaka, the CBL reported a balance of US 20.5 million on January 19, 2024, an amount significantly lower than the US 40 million claimed by former President Weah, making a case for regular audits across all branches of the government, not just the executive, to ensure transparency and accountability. The net international reserves position reported at the end of December 2023 was US 220 million. The report of US 40 million as the gross consolidated account balance as at January 19, 2024 is not supported by the fact. The balance reported by the CBL as of the same date was US 20.5 million, higher in Quebec, not US 40 million, the president said. To this end, we re-emphasize our earlier commitment to audit and ensure that regular audits will be a culture across all branches of government, not only the executive. On the state of the economy, Bwaka said that the country experienced slow growth between 2022 to 2023 from 4.8% to 4.6%. The rate of growth averaged about 1.5% compared with 3.1% between 2012 and 2017, due in part to an underperforming economy in the existing geopolitical global environment. He said, adding that the economy faced challenges during the past 6 years in terms of growth, job creation, and poverty reduction. Inflation during the period 2023 rose to 10.1% at the end of December from 7.6% in 2022. Revenue collection, as reported for 2023, stood at US 710.23 million, while expenditure total US 796.32 million. Hence, a large budget deficit of over US 80 million, he intoned. The president further noted that his administration intends to change the state of the economy by thinking outside the box, doing away with reliance on primary commodity export to focusing on value addition, with the private sector as the engine to drive the economy. President Bwaka also announced the reintroduction of the Liberianization policy, which will help to empower Liberian businesses and promote growth and jobs creation. In our quest to expand the economy, we will leverage information communication technology (ICT) in creating jobs, especially for our youth, he said. The president also disclosed that his administration will build the capacities to 10,000 young people in various digital skills in the first half of 2024. President Bwaka asserted that the Liberian middle class goal must be a reality in the next 6 years. President Bwaka also highlighted the country's growing public debt, which stood at US 2.21 billion as of the end of December 2023, an increase of 8.67% compared to the previous year. This represents a sharp increase of US 1.33 billion compared to the end of December 2017 stock of US 878.17 billion, representing 601.8% raise. Our debt burden has clearly grown astronomically. Certainly, the rescue mission was a necessity for Liberia transformation, Waka said. He expressed concern about the escalating debt burden and mentioned that Liberia is currently under sanction due to outstanding dues to the African Union and the African Development Bank. Additionally, a default in payment to the European Investment Bank is preventing the disbursement of over US 13 million for the Sanikwede Logatu Road project. To address fiscal challenges, President Bwaka pledged to reintroduce fiscal rules in a travel audience along with other measures to promote responsible financial management and curb waste and abuse. So this is the SONA, this is few of the information highlighted from the SONA, that is the State of the Nation address by our President, President Joseph Yuma Bwaka. Of course, we now proceed with another headline. PYJ slams Bwaka war crimes co-stance. Prince Y. Johnson slams Bwaka war crimes co-stance. Senator Prince Y. Johnson expressed his strong disagreement with President Joseph Yuma Bwaka over the establishment of a war and economic crimes court in Liberia. Johnson, a senator for Nimba County, has consistently opposed the idea since the administrations of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and George Weah, arguing that peace has been restored and the focus should be on national development. During his inaugural address, Walker mentioned his commitment to the War Crimes Court, which did not sit well with Johnson, alias PYJ. He claimed that Walker suffered from heat exhaustion during the speech, causing him to faint because of the mention of a war crime court. He blames the authors of the president's inaugural address for including the idea and argues that the country should focus on celebrating peace and prioritizing development stands, PYJ said. PYJ, who played a significant role in Waka's campaign and has a stake in the government as his movement for democracy and reconstruction, MDR, occupies the vice presidency of the administration, voiced his concern during a sermon at his Christ Chapel of Faith Church in Painesville. Johnson emphasized the need for job creation, improvement in the education system, and sufficient food supply for the people. According to him, ministries such as transport, agriculture, and health need urgent attention with a focus on providing resources and improving the service. So this is from our own senator, Senator Prince White Johnson from Limba County, as he slammed and take a stand on Waka as it relates to the war crime court. Our senator is saying that Liberia should be as it is. Let's support peace and XYZ. I mean, he said it all. He said we should support peace. We should focus on peace and nation development instead of forming the war crime court. And he also blamed the author of our president's speech. He said the author did too much. The author shouldn't have included that, but who knows whether the president didn't give the mandate that the author include the war crimes court. So that was his argument at his service in Painesville at his church. So of course we have the last on Daily Observer newspaper: homosexuality not for Africans. Homosexuality not for Africans. The head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis, has recognized that Africans should hold specific cultural beliefs regarding homosexuality, which influences their opposition to same sex marriage. Addressing the opposition to same sex marriage expressed by bishops and Africans in general, Pope Francis referred to the continent as a special case. The Pope expressed understanding regarding the cultural perspective in Africa, where homosexuality is often viewed negatively. However, he remains confident that critics of his decision to permit blessing for same sex couples will eventually come to understand his intentions. The Pope's decision to allow blessing for same sex couples was outlined in a document called Fiducia Supplicans, Supplicating Trust, which has sparked a significant debate within the Catholic Church. Those who protest vehemently belong to small ideological groups, Francis told the Italian newspaper La Stampa on Monday. A special case are Africans. For them, homosexuality is something bad from a cultural point of view. They don't tolerate it. But I trust that gradually everyone will be reassured by the spirit of fiducia supplicans, declaration by the dicastery for the doctrine of faith. It aims to include, not divide, the Pope said. So this is from the Pope Francis as it relates to homosexuality. He said homosexuality not for Africans, yet and still he still support same-sex marriage due to due to a specific blessing. He said the Pope's decision to allow blessing for same-sex couple was outlined due to a document called Fiducia Supplicans, indicating supplicating trust, which has sparked a significant debate within the Catholic Church. So that is what that from the Daily Observer newspaper, folks. Liberians assured rural expansion, New Dawn newspaper says. Liberian assure road expansions, New Dawn newspaper says. The commitment was contained in his first State of Nation address, SONA, delivered on Monday, 29 January 2024. Waka campaigned on road development as a top priority in seeking to relieve the country of years of economic stagnation and ensure better transportation access across the oldest African republic. In his address on Monday, he said there has been some progress in the road and transport sector during the reviewed period, but there are considerable challenges in road development. The total paved roads in our national road network amount to only 1,131.1 km, representing 8.7% of the 13,000 km road network we need, Waka said. According to the Liberian president, the fact underscores considerable challenges in road infrastructure and the urgent need to fund road development in the country. He also noted that with the assistance from friendly partners, the country made notably progress in paving some primary roads, including the Banga to Salier, the Ganta to Sakrepié, the Ganta to Yekepa, and the Sanikwele to Lokato corridors. In addition, he said as of now, 37.7% of work on the ELZBS RIA road project had been accomplished. So access all country's capital, my government will work to alleviate the problems faced by commuters using our primary roads, especially during the rainy season, Waka assured. This is how we take a short break, folks. When we get back, I proceed with another headline under the New Dawn newspaper. Please stay with us as we will be right back.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible informations of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, Lyndon Topa. My name is Gregfina Korishpa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Topo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like with no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the
Three branches of government face audit, says Joseph Yuma Bwaka, president of Liberia. Three branches of government face audit. President Ambassador Joseph Yuma Bwaka says regular audit will be cultural across all branches of government, not only the executive. Mr. Bwaka's anti-corruption campaign message was re-emphasized in his first State of the Nation address, SONA, delivered at the Capitol on Monday, 29 January 2024 in Monrovia. Liberia legislative and judicial branches have over the years been avoided by auditors despite public outcry for all public offices to account for taxpayers' money. Much of the pressure for accountability has been on the executive branch, even at a time when lawmakers now allot funds in the national budget to enable individuals legislators to finance projects in their constituents that should be carried out by the executive. According to President Bwaka, the Liberian middle class goal must be a reality in the next 6 years. The 79-year-old Liberian president said the net international reserves position reported at the end of December 2023 was US 220 million. He added that the report of US 40 million as the government of Liberia goals consolidated account balance as of January 19, 2024 is not supported by fact. Also, President Bouaka said a default in payment of US 650,000 to the European Investment Bank is preventing a disbursement of over 13 million for the Southern Korea local tour war. Therefore, we will reintroduce the fiscal rules and travel ordinance in addition to other measures to help address waste and abuse and ensure the return of prudent fiscal management. We will ensure that the executive leads by example, he promised. President Joseph Human Boaka has promised in terms of corruption that the three branches of government, the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive will be audited. President Joseph Human Boaka has given that order. So of course the three branches that will start to be audited is the legislature, the legislative branch, the judiciary branch, and the executive branch. I think kudos to him as he begin to start some step in terms of corruption. Front page Africa newspaper. Front page Africa newspaper. Senators have broken or violated Rule 29 of the body standing rules, focusing on the approaches during a debate on the floor of plenary. Several new and old members of the Liberian Senate, either knowingly or unknowingly, have grossly violated Rule 29 of the body standing rules, focusing on the approaches during a debate on the floor in plenary. Our legislative reporter said senators were discussing the Senate adopting its own standing rules for the 55th legislature, which was raised on the floor by Margibi Senator Nathaniel McGill during the fourth raised day sitting Thursday, January 25th, 2024, of the first section of the body. Senator McGill, relying on Article 38 of the Liberian Constitution, mandating each house of the national legislature to adopt its own rule of procedure, craft the plenary to follow their constitutional requirements to guide the body in its legislative proceeding. Article 38 says each house shall adopt its own rules of procedure in force order and with the concurrence of two-thirds of the entire membership may expel a member for a cause. In Act, each house shall establish its own committees and subcommittees, provided, however, that the committees on revenue and appropriation shall consist of one member from each county. All rules adopted by the legislature shall conform to the requirement of due process of law laid down in this constitution. So, meanwhile, the plenary has resolved to bring amendment to the rule during the 54 legislature and makes further inputs on otherwise in the 55th legislature at a retreat after which the rules of the 55th will be adopted and used moving forward. Hot Pepper newspaper. LEC commended for improved service. LEC commended for improved services. Customers in Monrovia and its environs have commended the Liberia Electricity Corporation (LEC) for its improved services to customers in providing reliable, accessible, and affordable electricity throughout Monrovia and its environs for businesses and households. Speaking to a team of journalists, the manager of Modern Photo Studio in Raleigh, Samson P. Cooper, used the opportunity to commend the AEC and its entire team for striving to ensure stable electricity in Raleigh. I am not buying gasoline for my generator anymore for the photo studio. LEC is my partner in business, and I am willing to buy current and pay the bill at any time, Cooper said. Amos D. Tingber, owner of the famous bakery situated in Bright Light, disclosed that he enjoyed customer service from LEC in Bright Light, adding that the bakery is currently benefiting from the Liberia Electricity Corporation (LEC). I am a customer of LEC. I depend on LEC current to operate my bakery. We are willing to help LEC to protect our transformer from power theft, he said. Young people in Raleigh are now going to banks for loan to do their work depending on LEC current and run for their various businesses because corn is now stable in commercial city of Raleigh. Also speaking, Ruth Yeti explained that she is currently benefiting from LEC current in West Point. I am a businesswoman doing fish business. I use any experts to protect my goods, she said. A mother of three identified as Madam Collins said she and her children survived dated from the spill of water, adding that her LEC current is the reason she buys enough water to sell, which is helping her to feed her children. According to Collins, she is currently buying a sachet of water for you Liberian dollars 70 and sells up to 12 sachets per day because the LEC current is stable for her business. However, businessman Newton Flomo Banatry complained that his store is using LEC electricity, but it is not up to his satisfaction. I want to appeal to the management of LEC to improve its network this dry season. We are finding it hard this dry season, he said. So, of course, I was just waiting for this portion of the news because you see another group is praising LEC and hailing them, but on the other hand, LEC needs to double up. If you ask me, I tell you that LEC needs to double up. Unfortunately, sorry, we cannot have my colleague on the show this morning. But however, thanks for joining us. All of you who joined us this morning, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate your effort. This is how we wrap things up here. Saying have a blessed day. I see you when I see you. Don't forget, this is Focal Online TV. This is where we bring innovation to broadcasting. Our offices are open from Monday to Saturday at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you intend to strike a business deal or gather some inquiry about what we do here on at Focal Online TV, you are welcome. We are located within the Tobo Village community along the Japan Free office time and space here while we bring innovation to broadcasting. I serve as your presenter on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. My name is Breckfin Courage Part. This is how I say have a blessed day. I love you and I appreciate your effort being here every day.
Fuck out TV.